Hi, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I'm really glad you're here. Today's date is Monday, January 16th, 2023. Before I get started on this video tonight, I do want to say that after I say that's it for this video and kind of close off, I do have an afterword that has nothing to do with current events that I wanted to share with you. So if you'd like to stay, you're welcome to, but I'll make it really clear when the current events portion of this video is over with. And what are those current events? Well, we've been hearing that Marine General David Berger was kidnapped on January 6th. He was MIA, missing in action. He left his base and didn't return when he was expected. And a manhunt ensued because while he has apparently stepped out of the command role for some items happening in the spa, he still is has a wealth of knowledge, and there was a lot of concern about him. Now, this morning, alt media is reporting that there was a rescue, and he was apparently, according to alt media, you can do your own searching, and I can't provide a link because YouTube would not like my links, but apparently he was rescued. He was being held captive, according to what we were told, by a 3-letter agency, and in rough shape, but still alive. Now, they had 9 days. 9 days to break his body, break his mind, get tissue samples for clones, do some good old MK Ultra. I'm glad he was rescued. I want to ask the cards, was this really him that was rescued? And is there other information we want to know? Because I think I doubt that we get the full story, but let's see if the universe can layer in some more information about this situation. We want to ask a smart question. So our question to the universe is going to be, the reported MIA situation and following subsequent rescue of General David Berger, is the reporting for the most part accurate? And is there other information the universe wants us to know about this interval of between disappearance and rescue? Let's find out. So is the, at least in broad brushstrokes, is that reporting accurate about his disappearance and subsequent rescue? And is there other information the universe wants us to know? Our first card is the Sun. And then the 10 of Cups. 4 of Pentacles. Page of Wands. Page of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. And the 2 of Wands. Well, folks, I'm seeing things that put a smile on my face. As the daughter of a tough old Marine, it looks like we definitely had a good rescue of another tough old Marine. Okay, the Sun card is indicating or question the situation here, and the Sun card is a positive outcome card and one of security and gratitude. So he is back where he should be, and he's very grateful to be home. There's a lot of celebrating. His family is happy. Those that care and love about him are joyful. The recent past, we have the 4 of Pentacles, which is one of kind of, it talks about being miserly. So they were, whoever had him had what they thought was a sufficient guard around him, and I'm glad it wasn't. They were, I'm glad he wasn't in a more secure facility and that he was able to be rescued. We're looking at the present now, Page of Wands. Remember, that's one of my unofficial white hat cards because he's got a white hat. Okay, and he is an optimistic card, a caution card. So they're going to be cautious, both to make sure that there hasn't been some subcutaneous tagging, some implants, that he hasn't been MK Ultra'd. So they're going to be cautious, and he wants them to be, okay, as any patriot would. We're also going to have to watch out, because what I hear, and I don't know that my information is accurate, is that it takes about 6 months to make the first clone of someone. So we're going to need to watch him in about 6 months and make sure that he continues to be version 1.0 on the job and serving his country. So, but looking ahead at the near future outlook for him and this whole situation, okay, Ace of Cups again, big yes. He was in need of rescue. He got rescued, and it was a total success. Absolutely a total success. Page of Pentacles is telling us that it was a worthwhile effort, which is the main thing of that card. So yes, his rescue was needed, necessary, and thank God it happened before more serious harm was done to him. The less important, telling us more information, and future cards I pull out here will also be doing a little less important. This is always the most important one. And the Ace of Cups is our biggest one, saying, you know, celebrate, it was successful, his life was spared. Okay, the Two of Wands is about looking out at, revising your outlook going forward. Okay, looking at the world in a new way. So there's going to be some added layers of security and protection for people that are in possession of seriously important intel. So we thought it was closed ranks and good care before. It's going to be even more going forward. Let's get a few more cards and see if we get some more information. Again, if we were worried about David Berger, General is rescued and he's fine, so we're being told not to worry. Okay. There is some sadness. There is going to be some changes, maybe his access as a result of having this 9 days in enemy hands, basically. There is some sadness involved. It's necessary, and he's going to man up and deal with it. Like I said, it may just be lessened access. It may accelerate the time that he decides to separate from the service and retire. He's not happy about it. He still felt like he had a lot to contribute. And who would be happy about 9 days of captivity and torture? Not me. Okay, Hanged Man is showing up. Again, we were being told there's nothing really to worry about. There's, those of us on the outside that were just viewing this story and praying for a good news. I think this reflects also for us, we need to, going forward, just be aware that we are in a war. It's a war that's happening covertly, even on our shores. The three-letter agency that seems to be involved with the situation should not even be operating. It used to be against the law for them to be operating within our borders. Okay, so we're going to be looking at things in a whole new way. I hope we have a 45 return and do away with some of these agencies and what have you. But that's just my hope. And again, looking at things in a new way, new paths, we are going to have some new ways moving forward. As our world makes some changes, we're being told, don't worry, there's good changes headed this way. It's ones that old patriots like General Berger are going to do with a stiff upper lip and not necessarily a lot of happiness. But for those of us who are civilians or simply non-mean warriors or whatever, or just spiritually awake, we're being told there's not a lot to worry about. We're going to be looking at a lot of things in a new way. And we're going forward with some new protocols in all aspects of life, including security, protection, and our law enforcement, whether it's federal or state or local. So I'm pleased to report that General Berger does seem to have been in need of and received rescue, and his life was spared. That's great news. Here's a picture of the gentleman. Okay. All right. Patriot, tough on the outside. I think he's got a heart of gold, probably. Just my thought. And maybe I'm not totally unbiased because, like I said, I'm the daughter of a Marine. And once a Marine, always a Marine. And, Yeah, they're not exactly warm and fuzzy, but you can count on them till the end of time. So that's it for this video. I thank you so much for your time, your attention, and I appreciate every one of you that choose to spend a little of it watching my content. I do appreciate you more than you'll ever know. Now, moving on. As you know, I don't do any kind of a product endorsements or anything. I want to share something with you simply from a satisfied customer standpoint. As you know, I like to have gemstone hearts, and I started putting them on my table because I've got a huge tray with them, and I just intuitively pick a few every time I do a video now. And so you're slowly getting to see some of the gemstone hearts I've collected over the years. Well, I still add to that collection. And recently I decided I wanted to add an iron pyrite. I'd never had one, gemstone heart. So I ordered one through a vendor that starts with E and then T, and you can probably figure out the rest of it. And I'm going to switch the camera and let you see what I bought and tell you a little more about my story. Okay, hang on. So the gemstone heart I ordered, this is the first one that arrived, and it's been on camera before, but you can see probably that it arrived broken, which was, I mean, this is not a thin stone. I was pretty shocked. And I sent a picture to the vendor, and he responded immediately and told me I could keep the broken one, and my daughter wants it. She said because she and I are both living proof the broken hearts can be mended. I love that thought. Okay, and he sent me a replacement one. So here's the replacement one. And he's within the US borders. He ships fast. He's very responsive. Not a huge shop on ETSY, but he's slowly building up his business. And I was very happy with his courteous, prompt service. As long as I provided him with the picture so I could prove the damage, he didn't question it beyond that. And here is his card. So if you like to buy gemstones, I encourage you to check out his shop. His stock changes fairly frequently, like most of those vendors do. But if you give any business to higher level creations, I guarantee you're going to be happy with what you receive and the service you receive. And I give him 100% thumbs up as a happy customer. And I am not receiving any kind of endorsement for this sharing I'm doing, just so you know. It's just from the heart, because I felt like he went above and beyond to make sure that I had a good experience with his shop. So thank you if you stayed with me to the end. This does conclude this video. Everybody watching, I wish you love and light and all good things. Let's keep smiling. Let's use our energy to picture the world we want, because it does make a difference. It really does. And that's our job if we're not in uniform and in the trenches. Okay? To live right, to be our best selves, to improve that best self every day in whatever small way we can, and to envision the world we want and act as if we already live there, because we will. Thank you. Good night.